Good morning, you wonderful humans. We're back. My name is Seth Spicer. This is day 34 of our live virtual exercise training already. If you've been here for a while, you know what this is and you know what you're looking forward to. This is week 12 already. Happy day one. Maybe it's Monday, maybe it's Tuesday for you. Week 12 again signifies the quarter point, the time frame at which you've made it through a quarter of the time of this entire program. And not only does it signify that, which is good on its own, it also is the point in which we are reaching next week when we come back. The federal guidelines for physical activity, the CDC recommended amount of physical activity to get within a week. That's the point where you start seeing the 40% reduction in mortality rates from being active. You start really seeing some health effects, some positive health side effects from exercise. So without further ado, we'll go on from that stuff and we'll get started with the usual spiel. This is Connected Community Health Supports virtual exercise stream. We do this to make health and fitness accessible. If you ask people why they can't exercise, it's probably because they don't have time. They don't know where to begin. They don't have the motivation. Maybe they don't have the money. Maybe they don't have the transportation to get to a gym. Maybe they don't have the resources to begin exercise. Well, that's why we're here. We're removing all of the barriers to exercise so that people can enjoy physical activity the way it should be. It's enjoyable. It's not super blast 1,000 miles an hour intensity. It's just sustainable exercise that you can do inside your home. It's completely body weight. No equipment is needed. It's just accessible exercise as it should be. So we made this program to be as adaptable as possible, but as always, please talk to a physician if this is your first time to make sure that it's right for you. We post all of our workouts in the routine below, and you can always see them in our Facebook posts. But as always, again, make sure that they're right for you. If you feel any pain at any time, find an adjustment that is a variation of the exercise that we may give you that doesn't provide pain. Sometimes you might get a little uncomfortable, but that makes two of us during this whole thing. Again, it's completely anonymous. I can't tell how hard you are working. I cannot tell how badly you are sweating, but you can certainly tell how tired I am going to be. And that's one of the other great perks of this program. In this format, we're doing our best to make sure that there's no barrier for you to begin exercise. So with that said, I'll get past the usual spiel and we'll get on with our warm-up. All right. Deload week, 30 seconds of work to 30 seconds of rest. Not too bad compared to our 40-20 last week. We dial it up for 3 weeks and then we dial it back for a week. So our warm-up, you've probably seen this one before. We're going to start from the bottom, work our way up. We're going to start with our ankles today. Go ahead and stretch the outside of the ankle, roll to the inside, stretch the inside, outside. I hope you've all had a wonderful weekend. Hope it was full of good people, healthy food. Hope it was active. All right, hit the other side of the ankle, just rolling it to the inside and the outside. This was another hard Monday morning for me to wake up. Seth, why was that? Well, because the Olympic trials decathlon was on it up until 10:20. Which was actually 10:30 Eastern time. If you know me, you know that I did decathlon. And one of our D3 boys was running. So naturally, I was awake until midnight, hyped. We're going to roll our ankles more, just big circles with our ankles. Now, I always talk about the importance of sleep. But after watching the 1500 and the decathlon, I wasn't about to sleep for the next hour. All right, other ankle, get them rolling. Switch directions. Really taking some time on the ankles this morning. You're welcome. Gotta show them some love once in a while. Next up, we're gonna move up to our hips. All right, we're gonna start with our figure 4 stretch and hacky sack skips, and then we're gonna move on to some leg swings. All right, hacky sack skips, which is external and internal rotation at the hip. Try and reach that end range of motion. Hands on the hips. Go ahead and switch legs. Always hold on to something if you need to. And it feels like a good variation when you go into external rotation down to the floor, internal rotation, lifting your leg up and down in between each rep. All right. And next up, we're going to go into a quick forward and back leg swing, get a couple dynamic stretches, and then we'll get it started. So again, hold on to something if you need. We're just swinging back and forward. I'll adjust the elephant in the room. We got a new TV stand. Ta-da! It was about $54 at Walmart, but I think it looks good. Other leg, left leg, if you did the right last time. Forward and back leg swings, ready to begin. And again, hold on to something if you need to, if you would like to get a better warm-up. All right, and next up, we're going to go to our figure 4 stretch really quick. Get down, stretch out the glutes, stretch out the external rotators. Just do that a couple times. Find your balance. Here we are. Again, find your balance. Stretch out the glutes, the external rotators. It's only 30-30. That's right. Good morning, good morning. Now, I said that about 20-40, so we'll see how this one feels today. I know 40-20 was a little harder than I anticipated myself, so I think this is a welcome relief. We're going to do the T-spine rotations next, now that my hips feel nice and warmed up. T-spine rotations. Start as an open book. Both hands reach out in front. Hips shoulder width apart. Breathe in. Breathe out and rotate over the shoulder, looking towards the back wall. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Get a quick back crack in there. And of course, if you're able to get to the floor and you want to get to the floor, you may of course do this whole thing from the elbows or from the hands behind the head. Open book to the sky and down. And this locks up your hips so that only your upper back can move. All right. And I like where we're at with that. And we'll move forward and we'll move on to the good old fashioned arm circles to get our shoulders warmed up. Ready, begin. You know what? I'm glad you're here though, Dad, because no matter how tired you are, all we have to do is one thing. Just show up, right? As long as we're here. Switch directions. Progress will continue so long as we're here. If we've written down our why, as we've talked about in previous streams, good stuff. Alrighty. So neck circles, whichever direction you prefer. It's always hard for me to talk during the neck circles. So go ahead and get started with the neck circle, either direction. Nice and slow. Go ahead and switch directions. lots of stuff cracking for me this morning. I don't know if you can hear the birds going off this morning. They're happy. Speaking of happy, happy face candle. Good morning. Good to see you in the chat. Hope you're doing well out there in Nova Scotia. I'll give you a quick catch up. I'm tired. Scott's tired. But we're here. And that's all that matters. Deload week, 1/4 of the way through this entire program. We're about to reach our 4 times a week portion of the program. And that is exciting to me. We're going to up the frequency. Hopefully you're going Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday when we come back from our deload. That's going to be exciting, but we're going back to only 30-minute sessions. So again, it's manageable. It's just 30 minutes, 4 times a week. Exciting stuff, and I hope you're all looking forward to that. That's just part of our progressive overload, a little more often, a little bit longer as the program goes on, so eventually we can reach our health and wellness goals. I'm going to start the timer. We're starting with a single leg glute bridge or a staggered floor touch. Again, the staggered floor touch, our feet are staggered, and we're basically doing a single leg deadlift. And we're also including the opportunity this week to do a single leg deadlift. So I'll let you pick your poison. The timer has started. We're starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready. Begin. 30 seconds. Whichever one. Float your boat. Keep on pushing that butt back. I like my other leg to go slightly out to the side to provide some stability. Stand all the way up and pull the hips through. And time. That's it. Wow, 30 seconds, it does go fast. Holy crap. All right, next up, we have our floor slides. They can be prone or bent over. Again, floor slides. We're here to the side. Our hands, shoulders are being pinched, and we're pushing our hands overhead and back down to the side, or they can be prone on the floor. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready, begin. I'm doing prone floor slides to make sure my elbows don't touch the floor. You can do them bent over as well. Of course, I like this way because I think it targets my shoulders a little more. Three, 2, 1, and time with that exercise. Some people go to therapy, but I just go to the gym. Benching is a good way to get stuff off your chest. I need you to know that Jake and Adam, the other guys, do appreciate these jokes as well. And it's great because then the whole stream gets them for the remainder of the time. And I prefer it that way. Thank you. Exercise number 3, shoulder circles. Ready? Begin. Yep, nice and slow. The back of your hand facing towards the sky, up to the top, and then you can start to rotate the hands back. Take a flappy bird, and then you go backwards. Work in that range of motion. Big shoulder circles backwards. 3, 2, 1, and time. I really should take all the jokes you put into the chat and log them somewhere. I take quotes from people. I don't know why I don't take jokes and write them down somewhere. I'm doing something wrong. I'll probably start. As always, though, thank you for including those in the chat. Next up, we have high knees, but a different kind this week. We're going to try bursts. A burst is 1, 2, 3. So we're here. You can just do high knees if you want, but we're going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Ready, set, begin. We're going 1, 2, 3. Down if you need. 1, 2, 3. Down if you need. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Driving the right, left, right. Hold and left, right, left. Hold and right, left, right. Left, right, left. We're just alternating every time. bursts of 3, high, knees, and time. I think those are a lot more fun than normal high knees, and it's to get the core going a little bit different. All right, if you want to swing the arms as you do it, that'd help too, but we're going to save that for next set number 2. Right now, what we have after our high knee bursts, as you can see down here, are our squats. All right, starting together in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready, begin. Squatting for only 30 seconds. $14, halfway, keep it going. Go to a depth that feels good for you. Keep the hands in front if you like. 3, 2, 1, and time with the squats. Good stuff. We love it. Next up, after squats, we have push-ups, but not just a normal push-up. If you can't do push-ups, you can do them from the wall. You can do a push-up from a couch with a good old couch out here, and you can do a push-up from the floor if you so choose for 30 seconds, even from the knees if you please. Whatever you're capable of sustaining for 30 seconds. Ready, set, and begin. Keep the core tight. Hips tucked up underneath you. Go through a full range of motion. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. This 30-30 feels a lot better. I hope you guys are liking it too. Next up, we have our floor pulls. All right. These can be replaced with the bent over shoulder extensions. Absolutely, maybe a little flexion and extension. But the actual floor pull looks like this. It helps if you're on tile with, I'm getting caught in the current. Your arms at your side, pulling yourself across the tile, starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. I recommend that one. I recommend that one if you have tile. You should already be going for it, or going with the shoulder extensions, shoulder flexions. Should already be going with it. It wasn't really a defined start because I was on the floor, but we're just going to roll with it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. We're cruising through this workout today, folks. Holy moly. Supermans. All right. Now, this is one where you want to go ahead and get to the floor. If you can't, we're just going to do some sort of single leg extension, like so. But if you can't get to the floor, work your way down. And we're just going into a Superman position, starting now. Ready, begin. And we're just here. Knees off the ground, arms off the ground. And we're going to go into extension just a few times. Squeezing the glutes. Working a whole posterior chain. Hitting Supermans. 3, 2, 1, and time. And again, you could have done the standing glute extension, of course, but if you didn't like that one, Superman's work twice as nice. All right. So as you can see, we had a few new exercises here for the week. I hope you like these variations. We're going back to the top. Set number 2, floor touches or a single leg glute bridge. I'm going to try the single leg glute bridge. Switch after 30 seconds. I'm sorry, switch after 15 seconds. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Ready, begin. We're here. One leg is just up in the air for a single leg glute bridge. You can be doing the staggered single leg deadlift as well. switch. And again, this is just like going to the staggered or single leg deadlift instead of the double leg touch. 3, 2, 1, and time. And that really starts to really provide some strengthening in there too, on top of our normal fat burn cardio. We love working towards single leg activities. It makes us more capable. Don't like the floor stuff? A lot of people don't. I'll make sure I am very clear about our standing variations as well. Because again, this whole program can always be done standing, 100%. Next up, slides. Back slides, floor slides, doing them bent over. Ready, begin. We're here. Pinch the shoulder blades. These are prone or bent over floor slides. And keeping your hands and elbows, forearms above the level of your head the whole time, if you can. Three, 2, 1, and time. Can't do, need no help. Yeah, I understand. Absolutely, and that's why we provide all the standing variations as well, which, like I said, I'll be sure to emphasize those. A lot of people out there have the same problem, so no worries. That's why we provide variations. Thank you for sending it in to make me aware, though. And it's always helpful. More feedback is better. Shoulder circles. Ready, begin. Yeah, a lot of people, you can't work to the floor. Maybe like you said in the chat there, maybe you got knee problems, you're about to have knee surgery again. Maybe you've got a little extra weight to lose and it makes it hard to get to the floor in a reasonable amount of time. Maybe you're just getting a little older. All of them are okay because we have standing variations for each exercise. Time with the shoulder circles. Next up after shoulder circles, we have high knees or burst high knees. Good stuff. Good stuff. If you're still here on week 12, congratulations. You've really made a lot of awesome progress, and I'm proud of your consistency that you're still here. Some mornings like today gets hard. All you have to do, remember your why, keep showing up on the hard days. That's all you got to do. High knees, ready, begin. You can do just normal high knees if you like, or you can do bursts with me. Ready, begin. 1, 2, 3, hold, and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Get them up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Keep them up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We're almost there. 1, 2, 3. And time with the high knees. Again, if you don't like those, normal high knees work the same thing. All right, normal high knees work just as well. Next up, we have our squats. Again, go as low as what feels comfortable for you. Anything that you can do will be a perfect amount of workout. All right, squats. Starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. Half squat if you like. Full depth if you like. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the bursts too. We used to do those in college for track to work on our top end mechanics. I said, hell, those are kind of a way to spice things up a little bit with the high knees. And here we are, and here you are. I'm glad you like it. 3, 2, 1, and time. We're just moving together this morning for 30 minutes or for an hour. It's good stuff. Absolutely. After the squats, we have our push-ups. Push-ups from the floor, push-ups from the couch. I'll demonstrate the couch this time. If you have a countertop, that works just as well. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, begin. Keep the core tight. Just push the object away from you. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and time. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Again, if you want to start from day one, our entire playlist is on YouTube at Connected CHS. My name is Seth Spicer. Or you can check the second half of our workout here starting after the end of set 3. We're going to start from the top again. Or as always, tune in at noon or 5:30 for Jacob Carroll and Adam Fox to run through a very similar program from day 1 to finish. Next up, after push-ups, floor pulls or shoulder extensions. Ready? Begin. Shoulder extension. I like to go into shoulder flexion too. Extension and flexion with me. These are great for our shoulders. Palms facing the sky. Thumbs up in the front. A little popping's fine so long as it doesn't hurt. Time with that exercise. If you're just watching, just tuning in, feel free to give us a follow. We're on our way towards 100 on Twitch, which will be a big accomplishment for all 4 of us here at Connected CHS. And yes, I said 4 of us. I'll explain that in just a second. Next up, we have our Supermans or standing glute extensions. If you want the Superman, go ahead and get the position. The glute extension looks like this. Starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. Take your heel, push it back to the wall. We're going to go for 15 seconds with this leg. 3, 2, 1, switch legs. And we're just kicking back behind us. Should work our glute. Hammy a little bit. 3, 2, 1, and time with that exercise. That's the closest thing we can get to a Superman while standing. Again, a variation for anybody, everyone, anything should be able to enjoy a nice exercise together with Connected CHS. Next up, we're going back to the top for set number 3. Set number 3, good stuff. Glad you like it. Glad you like it. 10 seconds, we're going back to the top. Staggered floor touch, single leg. There's single leg, glute bridge, whatever feels best for you. 3, 2, 1, ready, begin. Here we are. Stand all the way up in between the single leg deadlifts. You don't need to go all the way to the floor. Go as low as you can while keeping a straight back, a flat back. And time with that exercise. Hope you guys are starting to feel nice. This is set number 3. We'll take a few minute break after this set, and then we'll come back and finish up the next 3. Again, 30-minute chunk number 1, 30-minute chunk number 2. Making it nice and sustainable. If you have to scoot, or if you can only make it for the second half, that's completely fine. We welcome you. Again, after the floor touches, we have our floor slides. Starting in 3, 2, 1, ready, begin. Here we are. From the complete bent over position, you're trying to keep the hands above your head the entire time. Some of you might have shoulder problems. Some of you might have tight shoulders. If so, you're like me. And time, because my shoulders are stiffer than a 2x4 that's been pressure treated. Next up, after floor slides, we have shoulder circles. A nice welcome relief. Here we go. It is humid in here today, right? Am I right, folks? Just me? Oh, man. All right, never mind. Shoulder circles starting in 3, 2, 1. Begin. Shoulder circles. So usually I say there's 3 of us with Connected CHS, but now there are 4 of us. Rashid Abou Mali has joined us one of my good friends from Alfred U. Track and Field, working and doing a lot of stuff for the time being, but eventually will be our A, systems guy, and B, HR type person to make sure that people are being treated right within this as we grow. Lovely stuff. 3, 2, 1, and time. Welcome, Rashid. If you see this, we're very happy that you're here. Good stuff. Next up, after shoulder circles, we have our high knees. High knees or a high knee burst, whatever feels good for you. If you want to even go to the outside with the high knees, like you're doing a jig, that's absolutely fine too. Everybody needs some outside work more often than not. 3, 2, 1, ready, begin. And burst, 1, 2, 3, and burst, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, hold. 1, 2, 3, hold. 1, 2, 3, hold. 1, 2, 3. Get them up. Keep the knees high. Every single step. 1, 2, 3. Keep them up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, time. All right. I'm not tired. You're tired. Who's tired? I don't know. I can't see you. Next up, we have squats. Squats for Scott. Shout out. Next up, our squats go to a depth that feels good for you. Of course, as always, no equipment. Someday we might offer dirt cheap equipment. Actually, I have an announcement about that after this. Squats, ready, begin. Here we are. So connected, CCHS.com is officially up and online. Of course, you don't need any sort of equipment to do this free workout. However, we believe that health and fitness should be accessible. So we made a whole bunch of materials. We found a whole bunch of products that help make health and fitness easier. We found them at wholesale price and only raised the prices enough to cover for taxes. Time. So if you're looking for something to help you in your fitness journey and you want it cheap as dirt, high quality, but cheap as dirt to help you with your home gym, to help you, we've made health and fitness a little bit more accessible with a few different products on our website at connectedchs.com. Feel free to check them out. You're not going to find them cheaper anywhere else because people don't have the same mission as us anywhere else. All right. Push-ups. 3, 2, 1. Ready. Begin. Just pushing the floor away. Keeping the core tight. A happy face. I'm going to need a report here. See how you're doing. 3, 2, 1. Time. See how you're doing with all this. 20 seconds. We've got a second. After push-ups, we have our floor pulls. Maybe universal pull-up bar, where you find it at Connected CHS 30. Wow, not 30. No. ConnectedCHS.com. And that's a great idea. I'm going to add that to my list to edit. I bet you can find those real cheap. All right, good stuff. Next up, floor pulls or shoulder extensions. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Ready, begin. And again, I'll tell you what it is at the end of the workout as well. That way you don't feel like you have to rush and find it or write it down during the workout. That'd be a shame. Shoulder extension, shoulder flexion. 3, 2, 1, and time. Takes me about an hour to find the right thing to put up there for you guys, to make sure that it's not a piece of crap, to make sure that it's not overpriced, to make sure that it's not going to ship in 90 to 120 days. So it takes me a while to find the right product, but I'll get those up there for you at Connected CHS to make health and fitness more practical, cheaper, not overpriced. That's another part of what we're doing there. Love it. Superman's or standing glute extensions, starting in 3, 2, 1. Ready, begin. Standing glute extensions Alternate this time, right, left, or you can be doing a Superman on the floor if that feels better for you. Right, left, right, left. 3, 2, 1. Time. That's the end of set number 3, which means now we have a little bit of a break, 2, maybe 3-minute break. And then this time I'm going to tell you the quote of the day. So coming at you live from Connected CHS, we have our quote of the day. And of course, as always, we're still having our little tidbit of goodness for the end of the day as well. All right. Our little tidbit of goodness and our quotes are designed to be a little something aside from just fitness. I know this is pretty great with our body weight exercise, making health and fitness more accessible and in your home, beginner friendly, all that jazz. But also it's good to be able to understand how to control the 7 pillars that we have defined at Connected CHS to really reach your behavioral change, to really reach your health and fitness goals. I'm saving that for the end though, when we have more time. Until then, let's hear the quote. All right. Like I said, I've got a quote every single day. I say them at what I call this is halftime. All right. The quote of the day for day 34. Knowing is not enough. We must apply. Wishing is not enough. We must do. That's by Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. Now, I like that. It doesn't matter how much we know. It doesn't matter how much we wish. We have to do and we have to apply. I really like that one. Again, getting away from the idea of discipline and motivation. But here as Connected CHS, we're going to tell you everything you need to know. And we're going to present it in a way that's practical and accessible and sustainable so that you can actually reach and keep off any weight if weight is your health goal. So you can live a healthy life that will ultimately take you through those behaviors to your health goal. All right. Very nice. And again, these are going to be able to be found at connectedchs.com. And these are going to be elaborated upon in our blog section. We're trying to keep up with that right now. We're figuring out a way where we can make it more frequent, I should say. But those will be coming at you. You can find those in the blog sections with examples, explanations, etc. All right. So that's going to move to become our hub, hopefully, connectedchs.com. All right. Stay tuned until the end, and we have our nice little tidbit, which is, I think those are way better than the quotes, but that's just me. We have 30 minutes left of exercise. 30 minutes left of exercise. We're going to get started here in just a second. If you're finishing a warm-up, if you just joined, please finish that up, get cozy, get ready to go. I'm going to read this joke, and then I'm going to restart our timer to get us started. Get out of here, ads. Thank you. All right. Some people go to therapy, but I just go to the gym. Benching is a great way to get stuff off your chest. For those of you that are just joining, we'd love to see it there. Happy days. I'm glad you put that back up, because for those of us that may be just joining, you always got to come in and see a nice joke in the chat. Good stuff. I'm glad you put it there. Glad to know you're still here as well. Hopefully the workout's going well for you so far. I know that I'll say Scott instead of Dad, just because, people will know who I'm talking about in the chat. It looks like he's enjoying the workout and the modifications as well. All right. If you're getting warmed up, great. Hope you're ready for our next series of 8 bodyweight exercises. Here we go. Getting started in 10 seconds. Staggered single leg deadlift or single leg glute bridge. 3, 2, 1. Join me, copy me, reach back and up, reach back and up, and repeat. Here we are. Let's touch the floor, stand all the way up. Reach the butt back, stand all the way up. Three, 2, 1, and time with that exercise. Next up, we're going to have our floor slides. Next up, we have our floor slides. we're going to be here or prone. That is the bent over or prone position for this row variation. All right, this is our horizontal pull. 3, 2, 1, ready, begin. Bent over, what I call floor slides, because these are traditionally done on your back, on the floor, but this time we're doing them on our belly, not letting our arms touch the floor or keeping our hands above the plane of our head. Keep them up. Happy face. I'm going to read that joke in just a second. 3, 2, 1, and time. All right. I went to the gym to practice my comedy routine, but nobody found it funny. It was a tough crowd. You know, it's funny. That kind of sounds like me in the gym. Hey guys, want to hear a joke? Shut the hell up. Okay. Then you lift more weight than them. Next up, after the floor slides, we have shoulder circles. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Ready, begin. The shoulder circles together. All right. Our numbers grow every day. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Our infrastructure grows every day. Slowly but surely, going to reach our vision of making health and fitness accessible for anybody who wants it. No lifestyle health condition should be involuntary. We're hoping to give you the tools to control your health and wellness. 3, 2, 1, and time. Those shoulder circles, they sneak up on you. You don't think they're too bad until set 4 or 5. And this is set number 4 right now. High knees. Circle direction change. Yeah, we're going to go the other direction after this. We're going forwards after this, like Michael Phelps. High knee bursts or high knees starting in 3, 2, 1. Begin. 1, 2, 3. Keep them up high. You can probably hear the pounding at least. I don't even think I need to keep track with my elephant feet. 1, 2, 3. Pump the arms. 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And we're done with our bursts, high knees. Next up, we have our squats. Wunderbar. Squats can be any depth that floats your boat. Make sure that you can maintain a conversation, that you're not breathing too hard for that to be the case. If you are, bring the intensity down just a little bit. 3, 2, 1. Ready. Squat it away. Here we are. We're all squatting together. What's nice about this program is anybody can do it anywhere. If you're apprehensive to join a gym, if you don't know where to start with exercise, hell yeah, this is for you. 3, 2, 1, and time. And of course, they'll get recorded and posted all sorts of different places, yada, yada, yada. All right, next up, after our squats, we have our push-ups. Find a floor, find a couch, go somewhere that feels good for you. I'm gonna hit the floor this time because it feels good for me. Feel free to use a desk, a couch, or a countertop, or a door, wherever makes you happy. 3, 2, 1, begin. Keep the core tight. Go through a full range of motion. Again, this is adjustable for absolutely anybody. You can do push-ups if you can do push-ups. Do them from a couch if you can't. No judgment, no stigma, only progress towards our goals. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. You can never say that I don't suffer with you. Even when it's easy, sometimes it still gets a little bit hard. And when it does, I'm here for you. I'm here with you. Speaking words of encouragement. Next up, we have our floor pulls. If you don't have the ability to do floor pulls, shoulder flexion and extension. Ready, begin. Shoulder extension. Keep it in close. Shoulder flexion. Shoulder extension. Shoulder flexion. Just moving our body. Forward and back. Complete body weight exercises only. Hand time. Hoi. If you're just joining, welcome. My name is Seth. We're making health and fitness accessible here at Connected CCHS. All body weight, all ideal for fat burn, all in a sustainable manner. We're not going to kick your ass and tell you to never come back because you now are burned out. Superman's or floor extensions. Superman's or wall extensions. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Ready, begin. We're here right and left. Right and left. Kick the heel back. Donkey kick back. That's a good way to describe it. A donkey kick. A horse kick. Trying to do some damage with that back leg. 3, 2, 1. And time with that exercise. All right, wonderful. Do my push-ups off the counter or a dresser. Nice. Yeah, that's good stuff. That's more stable too than my rickety little arm couch. And you always want something that's stable. Dressers are great. This guy won't do for me for obvious reasons. Walmart. Hey, we're done with that set. We're going back to the top. Set number 5. This is the one we have to power through. We all know how set number 5 feels. Get it started with me in 3, 2, 1. Ready, begin. Single leg staggered deadlift. Or a single leg glute bridge. I'm going to a glute bridge for number 6. But of course, you can always do whichever variation you like. That's why we provide multiple. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time with that exercise. Next up, we have our floor slides. Again, these can be bent over. I really want to feel something this round. And by feel something, I mean torture myself. So I am going to the floor. You may stay bent over if you like. 3, 2, 1. Ready? Begin. Floor slides. These are too much. You can always do one at a time in the bent over position or the floor position. If you're in the bent over position, take the non-used arm, put it on your thigh. That'll add a little bit more stability, make you feel a little safer. And time. Feels good to know that even if you were the only one here, at least you have one person doing this exercise with you. Good stuff. After our floor slides, we have shoulder circles starting together in 3, 2, 1. Begin with the shoulder circles. We're going forward this time, back on bottom, forward on top. Great idea. Happy face. Love to see it. Glute bridge with a leg up. Threw off my balance, so I placed the raised leg lightly on the knee of the floor leg. Groups of 3, and then switch. I'll demonstrate that next time. That's a good idea. 3, 2, 1, time with the shoulder circles. I can envision what you're saying. That's a good adjustment Good stuff. Way to adjust on the fly. I'll definitely demonstrate that for set number 6. As we work through set number 5, as always, thank you for the feedback in the chat from both of you. It's always very appreciated. And I'm sure anybody joining right now that has any questions, please copy them. Throw in any questions you may have. I can answer them or provide adjustments for you so that it feels nice. All right, so the exercise feels good. High knee bursts starting in 3, 2, 1. Ready, begin. 1, 2, 3. Switch. 1, 2, 3. Switch. 1, 2, 3. Switch. 1, 2, 3. If you want to go faster, you may. 1, 2, 3. Switch. 1, 2, 3. Switch. 1, 2, 3. Switch. I'm just going to go to normal high knees. Go to normal high knees. And time. Whichever one feels good for you. We're just here to exercise together in the morning. All right. Whichever variation I provide. How do you spell glute? Yeah. Glute. I don't think it's a real word because I get spell checked on it. Hip lifts also works if you don't want to be spell checked by a word. Hip thrusts. Yeah. Gluteus maximus bridge is a lot to type out. I wouldn't recommend that. Glute. Starting up next, after our high knees, we have squats. Starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. All right. And as always, you can do jump squats if you're a psycho. I mean, if you're ambitious for the time. This workout can be used for athletes, NARPs, your average Joe. Anybody can make an adjustment so you get a solid workout from this. Keep it going. Squats, whatever depth feels good for you. 3, 2, 1, and time. After squats, we have push-ups. Glute. Okay, didn't come up. It's underlined to show them the spelling. Yeah, I don't know why it does. It's a pretty common thing in the exercise science realm. Oh well, we're right. They're wrong. They'll fix it eventually. Push-ups together, starting in 3, 2, 1. Begin. Keep your core tight. Push the floor away. That's your only cue. Push the object away from you. Three, 2, 1. Time. We're really pushing through set 5. If you can push through set 5, you can make it to the end of set 6. Absolutely. Floor pulls, if you have a floor, do army crawl across. Mine's too small. I would like more space to actually do it. So if you're like me and have carpet, shoulder flexion, shoulder extension, forearms on the knees. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Just reach overhead, reach behind. That's all we're doing. Reach overhead, reach behind. Great way to start the day with myself, Seth Spicer, and a couple other wonderful humans that you can see in the chat. Ask any questions you have in the chat. If you're on Twitch, it'll be anonymous to your name. 3, 2, 1. Time with that exercise. If you're on Facebook and you don't want to reveal who you are, that's completely fine. You can do this anonymously. You can make a Twitch account if you like, or you can just reach out to us at connected CHS30@gmail.com. That's connected with 2 N's, CHS30@gmail.com. We love any feedback you might have. Please and thank you. Next up, we have Superman's or standing glute kickbacks. Ready, set, begin. Right, left, right, left. Standing glute kickbacks. Keep alternating if you wish. If you're just joining, the Superman looks like this, where we're just up, hips squeezing the glutes, knees, elbows off the floor. 3, 2, 1. Time. That is the end of set number 5. that is the end of set number 5, which is only exciting because that means we're beginning set number 6, which means we're almost done for Monday. I'm feeling much better. I don't know about you guys. This morning I was tired as no man's business. Nothing gets the day started like a cup of fresh brewed exercise. All right. I find myself pulling elbows in close and half lifting myself to pull forward. Floor slides on hardwood. Yeah. That's okay. That's expected. All right, back to the front. Single leg floor touches or a single leg glute bridge. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Begin. Crossing my leg over myself and doing 1, 2, 3. Switch. 1, 2, 3. Switch. This is as happy face recommended in case you lose your balance. And I gotta say, I'm a little tense and I get a little bit of a stretch right here. And I love that. 1, 2, 3, and time. Great adjustment right there. Happy face. Elbows in close and half lifting myself to pull forward. Yeah. That's going to be about what it feels like. So long as it doesn't hurt, that's all right. You should feel it in your lats. If you don't, hang tight and I'll give you some ideas. Okay? Hang tight. Floor slides. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Forearms ready. Begin. We're here. And my shoulders are finally starting to loosen up. It only took 3 exercises. Again, 1 forearm on the thigh at a time. If you need for more stability as you reach overhead. Time with that exercise. All right, sweating up a storm. All right, next up, after our floor slides, we have shoulder circles. We have shoulder circles going from bottom to top, reaching forward in 3, 2, 1. Ready, begin, bottom to the top, like you're doing, what is it called, the dolphin stroke in swimming? We're cycling forward together with our arm circles, getting our shoulders nice and toned, working our type 1 muscle fibers, buffing up our mitochondria in our arms. 3, 2, 1, and time. And what toned really means for somebody in exercise science, because it turns out toned isn't necessarily like a real thing when we're talking about our body. What it really means is we're starting to lose some fat. And as we lose fat, you can reveal the muscle that's underneath as it is. All right, so toning up really means burning fat. And again, you don't burn fat locally. You burn fat from all over your body at the same time. So you can't just target one place like your abs and have the fat go away there. It's your whole body. All right. Next up, we have our high knee bursts starting in 3, 2, 1. Ready, begin. 1, 2, 3, switch. 1, 2, 3, switch. Go as fast as what feels good for you. If this hurts your knees, just do pitter patter high knee feet. Switch. 1, 2, 3. Switch. 1, 2, 3. Switch. 1, 2, 3. And time with that ejercicio. I wish I could turn the AC on right now. We have an air conditioner. It's cheap, but it gets the job done. The humidity is getting its job done for me, surely. High knees. Now we have squats. We're almost done. We're almost done with this exercise. Squats in 3, 2, 1. Ready, begin. Here we are. Halfway there, keep it working. Hands on the hips if you like. Just past an hour. including the warm-up and the break, the halftime. 3, 2, 1, and time with that exercise. We're almost done. Push-ups. If you have your countertops, go to your countertops. Go to your dresser. I got my couch. We are almost there. Hell yeah. Set number 6 feels good because we're in the home stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, begin. Core tight, push it away. Keep working. Halfway. My couch is going to get tired before I will. Four, 3, 2, 1, and time. Good work. Good work. We're cruising through the end of this workout. Floor pulls or shoulder extensions. Stay tuned for our tidbit. After this, we have floor pulls and Supermans, and then we're done. Of course, I'm going shoulder extensions because I don't have hardwood. 3, 2, 1, begin. Reach overhead, reach back behind you. Reach overhead, back behind. Oh, here we go. Keep working. Reach overhead, reach behind. Just swinging the arms, working the top, ranges of motion. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time with that exercise. Next up, last one, Supermans or standing kickbacks. Whoop, whoop. Last one. Push-ups on my toes, top half pushes, half a dozen before switching the knees for deeper ones. Making progress. Hell yeah. Progress is the name of the game right there. Supermans or glute bridge kickbacks starting in 3, 2, 1. Ready. Begin. I'm doing a Superman. You can do Superman bursts if you like. Or you can do the kickbacks on the wall. Please do whichever one feels best for you. Keep working. We're almost done. 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Woo! Oh, man. And we're done. Let's get a little bit of a cool down just together. Breathe through your nose. Getting a little bit of a cool down together. Cooling down is important, again, to reset your nervous system into a rest and digest state so that you can begin recovering. Again, we're back to 30-30 this week. I think this felt easier. I think this was noticeably easier than last week. It's giving us a chance for our body to catch up just a little bit. Again, periodized programming. Do some forward and back arm swings to cool down the upper body, keeping the chest up. Breathing through your nose, mouth shut. Unless your nose is stuffy. All right, let's shake out the legs a little bit. Forward and back. Heel the butt, kick through, just kicking through, holding on to something. And go ahead and switch sides. I also absolutely love draining my legs at some point throughout the day. Maybe before bed, maybe right after exercise. You throw the legs up for 3 minutes, let all the fluid drain from them. Crank them over to the side, let it come back, flip them back up, let them drain. It just feels good. Forget the science behind it. If it feels good for you, do it. All right. It's been shown to help a little bit, but you know the drill with that. All right. I was so unmotivated this morning, but I came. They hit an improvement marker. Thanks for everything. Not gonna lie, happy face. Last week was hard. It was starting to kick my butt. And I was up until about midnight last night. And I too woke up and went, ugh. Not because it's a burden, just because I was tired. I enjoy doing this, but I was just tired. And I like my sleep. I like 8 to 9 hours a night. It's good for you. But knowing that I have you here, knowing that wherever you went down in the comments below, I assume you're still there, Dad. Knowing we have Scott over there in the comments, knowing we have Happy Face up here, having people to keep you accountable is what this is all about. I'm going to be here every single day, unless I'm doing something crazy like taking an MCAT, or I don't know, maybe I'm out there with Jacob Carroll and Adam Fox and we're doing some sort of session, which we're actually going out this Wednesday to record a commercial. So I'll be out there on Wednesday. Maybe you get a change of scenery. We're still figuring out what that's going to look like. But all you have to do is show up day in, day out. All right. That's all you got to do. I'll be here for you. If you're here for me, somebody else that just joined, you want to show up and you want to reach your health and fitness goals, show up and we'll hold each other accountable. All right. If you have any questions, put them in the chat. I'll be here for you. All right. That's what this is all about. And it's still small enough for the time being that I can answer individual questions, which is very nice. There's a happy face from Happy Face, who's probably got a happy face right now. We love it. Absolutely. And now that I am sweating up a storm, don't mind the hair, you know, I'm not much of a hair guy. So now that I'm sweating up an absolute storm because it's human, I promised you all a quote of the day, and now you get a tidbit of the day. All right. The tidbit of the day is that little bit of goodness at the end that keeps you here to say, hey, now that I've worked out, how do I continue sustaining this progress into the rest of my life to really, really reach my health and wellness goals? Because health and wellness is more than just working out sometimes, right? It's the little things, the little choices. Controlling those choices is difficult, and we're going to teach you how to do so. This one, tough topic. Personal finance can be scary. So where do we start? That's one of our pillars, is personal finance. Begin with a budget, okay? Tracking your expenses and income can show you if you're living within your means, right? If you're spending more than you're making, etc. And once you know exactly how much comes in and exactly how much must go out, you can make a plan that aligns with your wants, what you want from your health and fitness and what you want from your money, whether it's less out or more in. I'm going to give you one rule to make the most of it, okay? It comes from Ramit Sethi. That's Seth with an I. Love it. In his book, I Will Teach You to Be Rich, I listened to a podcast with it, and I was like, wow, that's pretty good. This man, I've never spoke to him in my life, probably never will, but he has great content, and I feel more than happy to share this for free. I Will Teach You to Be Rich is his book. The rule is spend more money on what makes you happy and less money on what doesn't make you happy. Again, this starts by knowing how much you are spending on things and the things that don't bring you joy, and requires some thinking about that which does bring you happiness. All right. So today, take 5 minutes while you eat and while you shower, post-workout, and think about these things. And as always, please share your lifestyle changes with the Connected Community Health Support community. All right. So there it is. Spend money on things that bring you happiness. Remove spending on things that don't bring you joy. If you go out to eat and that doesn't bring you joy ever, and you drop $200 a week on going out to eat, you could probably add a lot more value to your life in experiences and things that make you happy. Maybe even that's something that's physically active, right? Maybe that $140 can be used to go out and buy a canoe. That's what I did. I bought it from some guy. He had a canoe in his barn. I said, hey, sir, can I have that for $140? And he said, sure, use it a lot and treat it right. And sure enough, I'm using it a lot and treating it right. And it was only $140. That was about 2 meals out with a family, right? Spending time on things that make you happy. Things that make you happy might not be what is best. Things that make you happy might not be what is best. So this is in context of doing things that are best for your health, especially when it comes to personal finance. So thinking about the things that are currently retracting from your health that you're spending money on, and then spend the money on the things that make you happy and can add to your health. Again, knowing what things come in, knowing what things go out, and budgeting accordingly for that. All right. I'll let that to be up to you all for your own personal choices. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, throw them into the chat now. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Good stuff. All right. If you have questions, comments, concerns, throw them into the chat. That was my tidbit for the day. Spend money on things that add value to your life. Remove spending on things that do not add value or health or help you reach your health and wellness goals. As last time, I will touch on, please, if you haven't already, write down your why, hanging around the house. All right, write down your why, write down your goals in small little tidbits. Please check out connectedchs.com. We're very excited about the website. We're still adding the stuff from our free operations, but please check those out. As always, we're available at connectedchs30.com. My name is Seth Spicer. You can always watch Jacob Carroll or Adam Fox at noon and 5:30 at Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and any of these platforms, Twitch, Facebook, you name it. You wonderful humans, thank you for showing up, and I will see you Wednesday. Have a great day.